Ghost Bear Flash Storm, the new Mechwarrior 5 Clans DLC, offers up a variety of new battlemechs and omnimechs to test, and I want to show you guys what these new mechs are, as well as give you guys at least one good working build for each of them, so you have something to take to the battlefield. First up is going to be the Fire Moth. The Fire Moth is going to be an omnimech, and we're going to go ahead and have a look at the different omnipods that will be available for our Fire Moth right here. Menu has gotten some updates. By the way, don't be alarmed, this is still the vanilla campaign, because only in the vanilla campaign do you get access to all of the mechs. Some of the mechs you cannot play in the Ghost Bear Flash Storm campaign because it would not fit within the timeline as far as I understand. So let's go to the Fire Moth, and as you can see, the first model that you unlock is going to be the Prime. And there are a couple of other models available, including the Alifa Hero Mech. Let's quickly go through the builds and what they offer. So, Fire Moth Prime 20-ton light mech offers a SRM4 in the right torso, here medium lasers ×2 in the left arm, and an SRM6 in the right arm. As far as armor is concerned, you have to look for armor on the Fire Moth with a magnifying glass, because there really is not that much. Then we get to the Fire Moth Alpha. The Alpha comes equipped with a Streak SRM4 in the right torso, a tag and an active probe in the right arm, and AMS plus AMS ammo in the left arm. Then we have the Fire Moth Bravo. The Bravo offers a medium pulse laser in the right torso. The right arm carries an ECM suite, as well as 2 machine guns, and then the left arm also carries a medium pulse laser. The Fire Moth Charlie comes equipped with an LRM5 in the right arm, an LRM5 in the left arm, and once again AMS plus ammo, this time on the right torso. Then we get to the Fire Moth Delta. The Delta comes equipped with 2 ER mediums in the right arm, 2 ER mediums in the left arm, and an ER medium laser plus flamer in the right torso. As far as I'm concerned, this is probably one of the best builds you could run, save the flamer. I would probably just run it all with small lasers and give some extra armor onto the mech. And then we also have the Fire Moth Alifa. This is also a good contender for the potentially strongest Fire Moth here, because we get access to ECM in the left torso, 3 ER small lasers in the left arm, and an ER large laser in the right arm. So, all these mechs, by the way, carry Mask Mark 1 in the center torso, so you will be going ungodly fast. You just gotta hope that you don't get hit by the AI, because otherwise it is going to hurt a lot. As far as the recommended build for the Fire Moth is concerned, well, you're starting with the Prime Omnipod set, so this is probably the one that you will struggle the most with. I think this build has a couple of problems, potentially. Most importantly is that it's carrying a lot of weaponry, but no armor what to speak of. So in my opinion, what you guys should do, and of course this is debatable, this is just how I would do it, I would remove the ER mediums and swap them out for ER small lasers. I would swap the SRM6 here for an SRM4. I would look into adding maybe 1 more ton of ammo, and I would look into adding at least 0.25 tons of armor onto any available spot. That means arms, side torsos, and legs. The CT, unfortunately, because it has mask in there, will not be able to be receiving any extra armor. But yeah, that's what I would do, and I think you would have a pretty solid mech then, albeit a 20-tonner, so you're probably going to switch out that mech pretty quickly. Next up is the General 2C light mech. That is a 35-tonner, very fun mech to play, very good also in games like Mechwarrior Online, and a lot of variants available. We've got the General 2C right here. This one can carry, I believe, up to 6 different missile weapons, but we're gonna have a look into that really quick. Then we have the 2C Alpha right here, which is going to be the energy variant. This one comes equipped with 6 small pulse lasers and a XL315 engine, and of course jump jets galore. Here's a hint, guys, for all the battle mechs, you can kill all the jump jets save one. You don't really need that much jump capability in this game. Then we've got the General 2C2. This one comes stock equipped with an ER large laser, small pulse laser, and LRM5. We have the 2C3, which is a stock build, 4 small pulse lasers, NARC missile beacon, and NARC ammo. But What is also interesting here is the Gen 2C Fury. This is a hero mech. This one comes equipped with 6 machine guns. Bear in mind the machine gun range has been doubled, so this is going to be very interesting to play. 6 machine guns, 2 ER medium lasers. Sounds like a good combination. We will have to see, of course, how that works later on in the game, but that is definitely interesting. But let's say you went with the Gen 2C. The most likely model you're going to get is the 2C model without any extra frills. So once again, I'm going to go ahead, grab that thing, jump into the mech bay, have a look at our mech, and see what we can do. And as you can see, it can carry a total of 5 missile weapons, not 6, 5 missile weapons in the current configuration. And what I would do, and the good thing is, this time since I don't have any mech XP that I have to save up, I can make the build for you guys live on screen. So what we're going to do is, let's say we wanted to keep the SRM loadout going. I don't think you can run SRM 6 here because it's just too heavy. I think SRM 4 is kind of the sweet spot for a build like this. And let's face it, 5 SRM 4 on a 35 tonner is probably already close to maxing it out. So 5 SRM 4, and now you have, well, basically 6.5 tons to work with. Okay, so let's see, how would that look like? Well, we of course go ahead, we put in our SRM ammo. I would say you kinda gotta bring like 4 tons of SRM ammo, right? You also want to bring that 1 jump jet, don't forget that. That 1 jump jet is not bad. It's the additional ones that I think are not necessary. So, and you're left with 2 tons for the rest of the mech. How would you do that? Well, I would say center torso. Let's see, at least give everything like a 0.25 armor extra jump here. That gets us 6 more armor here. Get a little bit more armor onto the legs, but because 25.6 is a lot better than 16. Right? Let's see here. Here, of course, as well. I'm just using the 0.25, but here, the 0.25 actually more than doubles the health on our arms, so that keeps our weapons safer. You see, this stuff is really, really worth it. We don't need it on the cockpit, of course. We do need it on the other side torso. And I believe it will leave us open with like another 0.25. So what you could do here is maybe turn one of the 0.25s to a 0.5, for example, in the center torso, to be a little bit extra safe. And there you go. All of a sudden, that mech has quite a bit more armor, as well as quite a bit of a better punch, in my opinion. Plus, better ammo efficiency that will last you throughout the match with its 4 tons of ammo. Should be enough, and there should be enough crates so that you can always resupply it. And now this thing has quite the bite. Let's jump into the next mech. And by the way, guys, the reason why I'm showing some of these builds in great detail is because you guys have an easier time building them. I know a lot of you guys always tell me that you're struggling a little bit with getting those mechs clicked together. Sometimes you forget to put in a different omnipod or what. So I'd rather make it a little bit more in detail and explain everything that I'm doing and risk to be a little bit boring to you experts out there than to completely lose the beginners or the people that are just not getting a single, getting a specific piece of the mech right. So please bear with me as I try to explain this stuff. So Huntsman, next up, that is our first medium-sized mech, and this is going to be an omnimech, so that means we will have lots of omnipod variants available to us. What it also means, though, is that I won't be able to click through all of them, at least not to click a build together for you guys, but we should still be able to give you guys a good loadout. So, you're going to start out with the Huntsman Prime omnipod set. That mech comes stock equipped with an LRM-10 plus Artemis, active probe. In the right torso, left torso houses AMS plus ammo, a flamer, and a tag. The right arm gets 2 air medium lasers and an Ultra AC2 plus ammo. And the left arm gets 2 air medium lasers, a Streak SRM6 and Streak SRM ammo. Okay. Then there is the Huntsman Alpha Omnipod set. Huntsman Alpha Omnipod set offers a large pulse laser and LB2 in the right arm, as well as a large pulse laser and an LRM-10 in the left arm. Those large pulse laser slots, by the way, are super interesting. The Bravo Omnipod set offers an ERPPC and 2 medium pulse lasers in the right arm. And the left arm houses an LB-10 plus 2 machine guns in the right torso. This variant has a lot of firepower, very interesting. Also, looking at the amount of slots available here, Yeah, you could do some interesting builds with large pulse lasers with this if you invest all the experience to unlock multiple Omnipod sets. These are, of course, cost multiple experience points to unlock. So this set costs 400 to unlock, this costs 300. We don't have that XP, unfortunately, because we would have to grind that at this point. The Charlie Omnipod set offers a Streak SRM4 in the right arm, a LRM20 in the right torso, ER medium laser, ER small laser in the left torso, plus an LRM15 launcher and ammo, and the left arm houses an Ultra AC5. And then the Huntsman P Omnipod set. This is also interesting. The right arm has 2 missile mounts, an LRM10 and an SRM4, so Streak SRM4. Same thing on the left arm, LRM10, Streak 4. And then the right torso has an ER medium laser, an ER small laser, plus some ammo, and the left torso carries an Ultra AC10 plus some Ultra AC10 ammo. Now, let's say you start off with the Prime Omnipod set. You have space for 6 energy weapons, plus 2 missile weapons and a ballistic weapon. I would probably go, and this is not a joke, I would probably go with 6 medium pulse lasers, and lots of armor, lots of heatsinks, and a jump jet. And if you can fit it in, maybe a couple of SRMs on top of that. And I think that would be a pretty strong mech and really, really brutal in a brawl. So I think that is probably your best option here. Let's jump into our next medium mech. And here we are with our next medium mech, the Hunchback IIC. This one is going to be a battle mech. That means you will be able to exchange within limits the size of the engine, but they do not come with Omnipod systems. You get access to the Hunchback IIC plain variant. This one is carrying 2 Ultra Autocannon 20s in its side torsos and 2 ER medium lasers in the arms. Then we have the Hunchback IIC Bravo. This one is a mix between energy weapons and missile weapons. It carries 2 medium pulse lasers and 4 Streak SRM6. Then we have the Hunchback IIC Alpha. This one carries a lot of lasers, so this is the energy variant. It carries 2 ER large lasers, 4 medium pulse lasers, and 2 ER medium lasers, so lots of energy weapons on this one. This one is a very strong early mech, in my opinion. Nice pinpoint firepower and high mounts to make it even easier to shoot at your targets. Then we have the Hunchback IIC Charlie. This one is furthermore a ballistic and energy mix. This one carries 2 Ultra Autocannon 10s and 4 ER medium lasers this time, so a little bit more longer range focused as opposed to the 2C with the Ultra AC20s, a little bit shorter range focused. And then we have the Hunchback IIC Deathwish, and that is once again a hero mech. It's a little bit unique in that it only has the one side torso of a ballistic weapon. This one carries an Ultra Autocannon 20 in there, but the other side torso houses an ERPPC, and then you get a total of 4 ER medium lasers spread throughout the mech as well. Like I said, these are battle mechs, so you can't mix and match the Omnipods. You have to decide for which variant you want. Most likely gonna start up with the Hunchback IIC, and in my opinion, this mech build is almost perfect. I just removed jump jets, with the exception of 1 jump jet, and I removed the 2 ER medium lasers, and I ran this exclusively with double Ultra Autocannon 20s, and whatever you see, you just bullet hose down. Double UAC 20s, especially if you're lucky enough to not jam, are super strong and a lot of fun, but you're spraying all over the place, so you know, get close. I think this build is gonna carry you throughout the mid-game part easily. And here we leave the medium mechs behind and enter the heavy mechs. This here is the Rifleman IIC. That is a clan variant of the Inner Sphere Rifleman. Let's start with the normal 2C variant. That thing comes equipped with an ER small laser, plus 4 large pulse lasers in the arms, lots of pinpoint firepower at some pretty good range. Large pulse lasers got buffed a little bit, nerfed and buffed at the same time, so this is definitely a serious mech. Very, very good to start with whenever you get your hands on it. Other variants include the Rifleman IIC 2. This variant carries 4 Ultra Autocannon 2s for a long-range Dakar. Then we have the Rifleman IIC Alpha. This one carries 2 Ultra Autocannon 5s, plus 2 ER medium lasers and 2 large pulses, so kind of mixing the best of all those worlds together. And then we have the Rifleman IIC Bravo. This one carries 2 LB10 autocannons and 2 LB2 autocannons. Out of all these variants, the most likely you get your hands on is probably going to be the 2C first. And for that one, I would remove the ER small laser, it serves no function. I would also remove 2 jump jets, and I would invest those points into, or also remove the active probe, and just invest those free tonnage points into some extra armor, maybe some extra cooling, but mostly extra armor because the Rifleman IIC is suffering a little bit from paper thin armor. Not horrible, but it could use a little bit more. So there you have it. Then next up we are getting another omnimech. This one is going to be the Ebon Jaguar, the Jag, and this thing is once again an omnimech. So we will have to go ahead and have a look at the mech lab. So let's go ahead, acquire the Jag, this very characteristic look, and have a look at it. In the mech bay there is our Jag, and go to the loadout screen. Once again, we don't have XP, so I can't unlock them for you guys right now. Unfortunately, I'm not using cheat codes, so you will just have to listen and think along to my narration. So the Prime Omnipod set, this is what you start with. You're going to get a Gauss rifle in the right arm, so serious firepower right there. You're getting an SRM2 in the right torso, Gauss ammo and SRM ammo. The left torso gets an ER medium laser and an LRM10 plus ammo, and the left arm gets an LB5 plus ammo as well. Then we get the Alpha Omnipod set. This is an interesting one. So the right arm gets an ER large laser, a machine gun, and a medium pulse laser. The left arm gets an ER large laser and a flamer and a machine gun. The right torso gets a big Ultra AC-20, and the left torso gets 3 ER medium lasers plus some extra ammo. Then we've got the Bravo Omnipod set. This is for the energy enthusiasts. We're getting an ER-PPC and a large pulse laser in both of the arms, a medium pulse laser in the right torso, and the left torso houses a medium pulse laser plus a tag laser as well. This thing you could build into a nice laser vomit board, either just with medium pulse lasers or mix it up. 2 large pulses and a couple of medium pulses plus some cooling could be a pretty strong mech. Ebon Jack Charlie. Let's have a look at the Charlie. The Charlie is for the people that are a little bit confused about missiles, because it is combining SRMs with LRMs. So the right arm gets an SRM6 plus a Ultra AC2 in the right arm. We got a right torso armament of an LRM15. The left torso gets an LRM15 as well, and the left arm also SRM6 and Ultra AC2. This might be an okay model for AI, but I will probably stay away from that because it's just trying to dance on too many weddings at the same time. And then last but not least, the Ebon Jag EC. I think it's the Esprit de Corps. That is another hero mech design. This one comes equipped with a ER-PPC and Streak 6 in the right arm. Same thing on the left arm. The right torso gets 2 ER medium lasers, and the left torso gets an Ultra AC5. Now, let's say you're starting with the Prime Omnipod variant. There are a couple of things you can do. You could turn this into an LRM boat with LRM20s up here, and maybe a tag laser or whatnot, but what could be fun is to just run 2 Gauss rifles. Strip everything else, add a Gauss rifle in the left arm, add some armor, of course proper amounts of ammo. A Gauss rifle is very efficient with ammo, like 1 ton of ammo gets you like, what, 39 shots or so, so it's pretty nice. So 2 Gauss rifles, 3 or 4 tons of ammo, a little bit of extra armor, and you've got a pretty mean sniper that generates 0 heat. So think about that, maybe try that one. Here is our final heavy mech, the Niger. This thing is also going to be an omni-mech, which means we're going to go ahead and, of course, acquire this thing. Beautiful mech, nice design, nice hard mounts, everything high up on the mech. Very, very good. Let's jump into the mech bay, identify our beautiful night gear. Yes, it's night gear from Gyr Falcon, not Gyre. And here we go. Let's see. Well, the Prime Omnipod set comes equipped with an Ultra AC-10 in the right arm. We've got a medium pulse laser in the right torso and in the head component, as well as the left torso. The left arm gets 2 ER-PPCs. Nice, long range, pinpoint firepower, and 2 medium pulses to fend off closer range, 3 medium pulses, sorry. Okie dokie. Then, we've got the Alpha variant of the Niger. This thing comes with an Ultra AC-20 in the right arm, The left arm gets a large pulse laser and 2 medium pulses. The head gets a medium pulse laser as well. And the right torso and left torso rock a Streak SRM-6. I'm not a fan of the Streak SRM-6s because they are an illogical weapon system. The Streak SRM-6, just so you guys understand why I'm not a fan of them, they have less damage per second than the Streak SRM-4s. They do more damage, but they have also longer cycling times, so the Streak 4s straight up win out on damage per second. So never use the Streak 6s until PGI changes that. So keep that in mind. Niger Bravo, let's see what we get here. We got 2 Gauss rifles, 1 in each of the arms, plus the left torso gets an LB2. Not bad. Focused on long-range combat. Niger Charlie gets 2 ER large lasers in the right arm, triple Ultra AC2s in the left arm, and an ER medium laser in the left torso, plus in the head component, and a targeting computer, I believe that should be a Mark 1 most likely, in the right torso, so once again focused on longer range fighting with the ER larges and the Ultra AC2s. Then we have the Niger Delta. This thing actually has a center torso large pulse laser. Then we have an LRM-20 with Artemis in each of the arms, and an LRM-20 with Artemis in each of the side torsos, plus a total of 6 tons of ammo and a medium pulse laser in the head component. This thing could be a nice LRM support mech in the mid to later game, absolutely. I will probably just remove the lasers altogether, add more ammo, and add more armor, and just run this thing as a dedicated lurm boat and just literally lob missiles 24/7 at the enemy. And then, last but not least, we have the Niger Jade Kite. That is once again a hero mech. This one comes equipped with 2 ERPPCs in the right arm, 2 UAC2s in the left arm, 2 machine guns in the left torso, and 2 Streak 6s in the right torso. Well, that's the heavy mechs. Let's go to TTB's favorite playground, the assault mechs. And here we are with the Kodiak, that is going to be the new assault mech in the game. 100 tons of Clan Ghost Bear totem mech. This one once again is a battle mech, so you will be able to change the engine size, but you won't be able to change any omnipods because this mech doesn't use omnipods. This is considered to be a second line, less quality mech, but let me tell you, if you tell a pilot of a Kodiak that you think they're piloting junk, it's gonna rip you apart. And unfortunately, look at the giant claws on this mech. So the Kodiak 1 is the one that you probably get your hands on first. This one is gonna come with an Ultra AC20 in the right side torso, 1 ER large laser, and 8 ER medium lasers in the arms, plus as well as the, I think, CT slot, and then 2 Streak SRM-6s housed in the left side torso. Plus, this thing runs on a Clan X engine 400, so with the speed tweak that you can get from improving the mech, you can get this thing over 70 kph. That is kinda scary if you see that thing running at you. Next up is going to be the Kodiak 5. This thing is like the Kodiak 1, just I would say 1 better. Comes equipped with a Gauss rifle in the right side torso, and then it houses 2 ER large lasers and 9 ER medium lasers in the arms, plus other slots, so really, really good firepower on this thing as well. Then we have the Kodiak Alpha. This thing houses 4 LB5X autocannons, 2 in each side torso, and it also has 2 medium pulses, I believe 1 in each arm. This thing is going to be nice as well if you can get your hands on this. This is a good platform for ultra autocannon builds. One of the classic Mechwarrior online builds would, for example, be a double Ultra AC10s and double Ultra AC5s. We'll have to try and see how that build is going to work out in Mechwarrior 5 Clans Ghost Bear Flashstorm. And then the last mech on the list is going to be the Kodiak Spirit Bear. This Kodiak should actually offer you the ability to use Mask. So, this is a 100-ton assault mech that can sprint at you. It comes equipped with an Ultra AC10, 2 medium lasers, and 4 Streak SRM-6s. If I was running this mech, I would throw out the Streaks. I would run SRM-6, LB20 or Ultra AC20, and just go with a lot of armor, speed, demon, brawling style. The mech you're starting with most likely is going to be the Kodiak 1. this build is definitely solid. I would just go with a different version. I would go with a Gauss rifle combined with 9 medium pulse lasers, lots of cooling and lots of armor, and this thing is easily going to be able to carry you throughout the rest of the game once you get access to it. So highly recommend you grab this thing. And in fact, I'm going to grab this thing right here and I'm going to build the mech for you so you guys can see what I'm doing. Where's the Kodiak hiding? First and foremost, let's give it a nice camo pattern. My new favorite camo pattern in the game. Let me show this to you guys. It's over here. It is Ghost Bear Beta Galaxy. Look at that nice ice color. Beautiful. Ah, love it. Okay, let's build it. Let's build it. That's the Mistlings indeed. I didn't click on the Mistlings. Hang on. That's not my Kodiak. That's a Kodiak. Alright, so let's say you wanted to build this thing. 560 armor out the get-go for an assault mech for a 100 tonner? Nah. Okay. So my friends, I'll show you how to build an assault mech. I'm kind of known for playing assault mech, so this is kind of my shtick, right? Okay, so let's start with the arms first. I said medium pulse lasers, right? So let's do exactly that. Get 4 medium pulse lasers here into this arm. We'll do weapons first, and then we do anything else. So 4 medium pulse lasers in there and in there. Am I missing a weapon here? Nope. 4 weapons, so I can't add any more, right? Yes. Ah, of course, the center torso. Dummy. There we go, medium pulse is in the center torso. This one is kind of earmarked for standard armor pod to get our armor from 80/30 up to 103/39, a lot better. You don't have to use that medium pulse laser right here, you could also get just another ton of armor pod. That would be perfectly viable as well. Okay, now then, what else do we want to add? We need a big weapon right here, and we also need to change the engine, so I can show you guys how this works. So we have a Clan XL400 right here. If you click remove or add, it's going to remove or add internal double heat sinks to the engine. Each double heat sink, of course, is 1 ton. We're going to go to a XL330, I believe, and see what we can do here. Now we have so much tonnage left, which is perfect, 64 out of 100. That means we can add something nice here. Like I said, either Gauss or Ultra AC20 or something like that. LB20 could also be an option. I think Gauss, because Gauss doesn't cause any heat buildup, right? So that is really nice to have. Then we're gonna add 2 tons of Gauss ammo here. 39 rounds per ton, that should be very much sufficient. And then we're gonna add at least 1 armor pod. Left torso gets 1 armor pod. I know what, let's do 2 armor pods. It's not Christmas, but let's just do 2 armor pods. We can do it. We have the tonnage, so why not? Then we add a lot of double heat sinks right here to our side torso on the left. 2 tons of armor and 4 double heat sinks. And then we are running out of open slots here. Let's see. The legs. We can add a 1 ton armor pod right here, getting our legs to 100 armor. The enemy is not going to chew through that leg anytime soon. And then, of course, we also add armor to our arms, and I believe we can actually increase the size of the engine right here. I might have gone down too far. Let's see, if we use the XL365, now we're at 95 tons, 96 tons, okay. Okay. So with 96 tons, we might be a little bit under. What's the other option though? The 380, but that's probably going to be too much. 99 tons, 100 tons. With the 380, full engines in the engine, which is perfect. We have set outputs on all the arms. So this mech right now has had its armor increased by 300, so we're 848 armor, which is considerably more, and trust me, you'll thank me if you have that armor. We've got the cooling basically on the same level, but since we're using a Gauss rifle now, we're actually effectively cooling a lot more, and we're running 9 medium pulse lasers for that pinpoint blast, and the Gauss rifle that just keeps on shooting, and we don't have to worry about it because it generates no heat. Super solid build in my opinion, and we don't lose much speed at all. We're losing a little bit of range, but that's nothing to worry about. The medium pulse lasers, even with the reduced range, still have way enough range to give you guys a lot of bang for your buck. Trust me. Well, that was a detailed look into the Mechwarrior 5 Clans Ghost Bear Flashstorm new mechs, as well as some suggested builds that will carry you throughout the game. If you found this video helpful, and if you want to do something nice for me, guys, have a look down below in the video description. You will find 2 links. These are affiliate links to Mechwarrior 5 Clans, currently at 50% off, as well as the Ghostbear Flashstorm DLC. If you purchase through those links, this is going to be on Steam, then I get a small kickback from PGI. That would make me very happy. So if you want to give something back and you planned on purchasing the game on Steam anyways, why not use my link? Thank you very much for that. Hope you guys will be back for more of TTP's content all around Mechwarrior 5, Mechwarrior 5 Clans, and Mechwarrior Online. Take care. Thank you so much, supporters. Couldn't do it without you. If you want to join Team TTP, check out the join button right here on YouTube, super thanks button in the comment section, or of course the links to Patreon or the merch store listed in the video description.